Okay, so today I'm working on a load sheet, and what this is to summarize the expected loads of a new building. On it, we're going to have things like mechanical loads, process, plumbing, elevators, lighting, receptacles, toasters. Just kidding. Some of that stuff will be lumped in together. So the first step is I would ask mechanical to see what kind of equipment, if they have an approximation of horsepower or tonnage. And from there, I would list all their equipment, add them up into kVA, and then maybe apply, I don't know, a 50%, 20 to 50% fluff factor to it. So as you're getting closer to the end of your concept or basis of design, you can probably bring that down to like 20, or yeah, I'd say like 20% your minimum. Yeah, give yourself a little bit of room. Then from there, move on to any process equipment or labs. If you have an equipment list, go off of that first, and then just assume that it's going to grow, because it always seems to grow. Add 20% to that. Then you can move on to square footage calculations. So if you don't know what kind of light fixtures you're going to put in there, just give it an estimate. You can break it down to like areas such as process or labs, which usually go by 1.1 VA per square feet, or if it's offices, you can do like 0.8. You could do your square footage of your process area times 1.1, then that would give you your kVA for that area. Then you would go to like an office, find the square footage of that, add it up, multiply by your 0.8, then there's your lighting load. I would follow the same approach with receptacles too. So receptacles could be 0.5 to like say 1. So that'll give you a good estimate as to the convenience receptacles for your given building size. Then moving on from there, you can break it down even further, such as plumbing equipment that have water heaters and any pumps. Sometimes for the utility, you need to list that out separately. So it's a good idea to have like plumbing pumps as one line, and then maybe plumbing heaters as another. For this utility, they wanted to know refrigeration, water heating, and pumps separately. So I guess refrigeration got broken out into its own line. It's really nice to keep an Excel sheet for this, because later on as you move ahead, you can use that same list to figure out what needs to go on generator power or what needs to go on UPS power. So I would line them all up. You have normal, generator, UPS, and then you'd have a summary sheet too to kind of just highlight all of that. Then on your summary sheet, you can do a diversity factor between the different types of loads. So let's say we have warehouse, HVAC, IT, plumbing, process, lighting, office, receptacles, stuff like that. So let's see, I put a 0.8 diversity factor. If this is like a really high functioning building that everything's running all the time, and there's like, round the clock staff that's always in there, then you might, be on the higher end, like 0.85 to 0.9. But if it's like things cycle on and off, not everything's completely running at full speed, then 0.8, 0.75 is good. To round it out, you want to make sure that you add spare capacity for future growth, or just to kind of save yourself. All the loads that everyone gives you is an estimate, so you want to make sure that you account for that in your estimates. So for this one, we're going to take the total connected load, multiply by 1.2 to just kind of give it an extra 20%. And that will be the loads. That will be the total connected load I submit to the utility company. Then, depending on what kind of service you want, primary or secondary, whatever your voltage is. So for my case, it would be 480 volts. Then I would use that to calculate the amperage, which gives me the switchgear size that we need. I guess we would keep using this spreadsheet as we move forward into detailed design, and I would update it based on whatever the loads that come my way. If mechanical loads change, we'll update that. Then we'll kind of know what we asked for from the utility versus what we're working with from our design team. Yeah, that about wraps it up today. I'm going to go ahead and do some single lines to accompany this to be submitted tomorrow. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.